with John Bercow over the years, other stuff of legend. Has he got his comeuppance?
Yes, big time. Big time. I, of course, nearly died in my attempt to stand against him for Parliament, having a plane crash in his constituency, but that's not the reason.
He wasn't involved?
No, I don't blame him. There's no conspiracy theory, I promise you. I think he demeaned the position of Speaker. You know, for 800 years, the Speaker was traditionally dragged reluctantly out of the crowd. You know, it's your turn. It's Buggin's turn to do your bit and put something back. No. This man schemed and plotted. And
that's what politicians do, Nigel.
Well, yes, John Bercow certainly did, because he went from being sort of almost far right in 1997 to this big liberal conversion. And whether he believed it or whether it was his means of becoming Speaker, I don't know. What I do know is that for 800 years, the Speaker has been fiercely neutral, even during the English Civil War. You know, the Speaker was neutral. This man utterly politicised the role, and especially over Brexit. Now, by the time the agonies in Parliament were happening, everybody knew that he was facing actually quite serious charges. When we say bullying, we don't mean one or two nasty comments, which we're all capable of making, but we apologise. And we move on.
He's not here to answer these specific allegations.
Well, there's a parliamentary report. So forget what I think. There's a parliamentary report that called him a serial bully, and a serial liar. Extraordinarily, in the interviews, he actually mimicked one of his accuser no fewer than 20 times, which shows you the absolute disdain that he had. And it's 3 members of staff involved, not just one.
As Pete Hitchens says there, yes, he was smug. Yes, he was sanctimonious. But lots of MPs are. What was different, it seems to me, as somebody on the Brexit side of the argument, was to see Remainers turn a blind eye to what he was saying because it suited their political purposes.
This was a Speaker who wasn't neutral. He broke that 800-year rule. He was openly political in the way that he behaved and what he did. Everyone knew about these very serious charges, and the establishment chose to literally, as you say, turn a blind eye to keep him in place. Because if there was one man that could stop Brexit, it was Bercow.
There's a couple of Tory MPs saying that honorary positions he's got at university should be dropped. That's cancel culture. We don't want to... He shouldn't be cancelled, should he?
No, he just shouldn't be promoted. He shouldn't go to the House of Lords. And the fact that his pass has been removed is a good thing. He's got his political comeuppance. I don't wish him ill for the rest of his life. And I agree with you. I wouldn't want to see other things cancelled from him. But he's not going back into the Palace of Westminster.
Nigel, thanks very much indeed. Nigel Farage joining me, and of course his show a little later on. Coming up, much more news and Jubes & Co. Do stay with us.